You're here? I thought you were going after... Ah, I guess you lost their trail.
We went to Cyrus's house. No one was there. Cyno got there before us, but he was long gone by the time we arrived.
He didn't say where he was going?
No, he left us a letter and told us not to go after him.
Can't say I'm surprised.
Typical Cyno. Anyway, some updates on progress on our end. I drew the emblem from memory again, but in more detail this time.
I checked some ancient texts for a similar design. The one I found was a little blurry, but the similarities in the general form and certain details were clear enough to confirm a match.
Yeah, and we're lucky we found anything at all. It turns out the emblem was all but lost to history. We scoured the entire Academia collection, and that...
Meanwhile, Arav managed to get Uraka to disclose his source. The one who told him about Cyrus's embezzled funds was a young man from the desert. According to Uraka, he had a striking presence and was well educated.
Apparently, the two met in the tavern over a game of cards. The guy claimed to be in the city for business. Uraka was intrigued when he heard what his new acquaintance had to say, and brought up the idea of extorting Cyrus for Mora.
I see. So it could be that this person planted the paper intentionally.
So, how do we find this guy?
He doesn't know. He claims not to have seen him since that day in the tavern. The man gave him some tips on how to carry out the extortion, but from then on, Uraka was acting alone.
Nephis and Arav have gone to meet the Court of 30 and review the city's entry and exit records. Also, Nephis admitted that the Temple of Silence in the Academia is just a facade. The true Temple of Silence once came to the rainforest to establish a collaboration with the Academia. But, as time went by, the sages gradually became corrupt and foolish. The Temple of Silence felt that they could no longer trust the Academia and ended the partnership. They retreated back to the desert about 400 years ago. Ever since its inception, the Temple of Silence has been the guardians of King Deshret's civilization and belief system. They traveled throughout Sumeru, sequestering and guarding any wisdom that posed a threat to the people's livelihoods. At its roots, it was a legitimate and reputable organization whose purpose was to guide people towards the right path.
The Academia of the day knew that the split would damage their reputation if it became a matter of public knowledge. And so, they set up a dummy organization of their own to conceal the truth.
Not only that, but they managed to keep up the charade for hundreds of years!
So how did Cyrus become acquainted with the true Temple of Silence if they left centuries ago?
I'll bet that's the question that bothered Cyno. Probably why he went after him in such a rush.
Whoever is behind this, getting Uraka to extort Cyrus was only the first step of the plan. Their true goal in doing so was for Cyrus to see the emblem on the letter.
He must have recognized it right away. That'll be why he didn't want to involve the authorities. He probably hoped to take care of the whole thing by himself.
Since the desert is where the Temple of Silence originated, that is in all likelihood where Cyrus went.
I have to go after him.
Really? Are you sure that's a good idea, with how you respond to the heat?
I should be fine, as long as I bring plenty of water. Besides, I just can't shake this ominous feeling that if we don't catch up to them soon...
Everyone, I have news from the Core of 30.
Master!
Oh, so that's Nafis, Tighnari's master? Oh, we're finally getting to meet him in person!
It's a pleasure to meet you, Traveler in Paimon. Several independent eyewitnesses have reported seeing Cyrus and Mahamatra Cyno leaving the city at different times. Both were heading in the direction of Caravan Rebat. I was going to suggest that you join forces with the Core of 30 in this case. However, as I'm sure you've already heard from Alhaitham and Kaveh, the Academia has made a number of decisions throughout history that I am ashamed to talk about. It may well be that no better choice was available to them. I won't attempt to make you understand the Academia's perspective. Now is the time for action.
I understand where you're coming from, Master.
Good point. If Cyrus is involved with the other side, or worse, if he's fallen into their hands, and... everyone, we have to get Cyrus and Cyno back safely.
Need our help? What?
Really? Wonderful. You have my most sincere gratitude. Arav and I will continue to follow up on the lead from Uraka. Kaveh, Scribe Alhaitham, I'd like to ask you to cover the duties of the House of Dana. Tighnari, you're planning to go into the desert, correct?
I am. Kaveh, I'll be okay. You stay behind to help Master and I'll hate them.
Well, if you're sure.
Thank you all. Arav, let's go.
You'd better get moving. Don't forget to ask for help when you need it.
Will do. Let's go, Tighnari. Hopefully we can catch up with Cyno before it's too late.
Knowing him, he's probably covered a fair distance already.
Okay, we made it to Caravan Ribat. Where should we go next? Maybe we should ask the nearby guards if they've seen anything.
Hold on. Look over there.
Is that Dia?
You sure you want to brave the desert alone? I mean, it's your choice at the end of the day, but...
It's not my first time.
Cyno.
If you're really going to go through with this, then at least take our advice. When you're packing for your trip, budget for 5 days more than you plan to spend out there.
Makes sense. Okay,
Thought we might find you here. You're trying to retrace Cyrus's steps, aren't you?
Didn't I tell you not to come after me? I thought I had a good lead on you.
Sorry, but we never agreed to that. Why would you go off on your own like this?
Nothing personal. It's just a complex situation.
Takes a special kind of person to get Cyno chasing them all the way out to Caravan Reba. But why so coy today, huh? You only gave us his age and description. Why can't you reveal his name? Oh, also, hey guys, it's been a while.
Dia and Candace! So nice to see you.
You're looking well. Glad to see it. Candace and I came to Caravan Rebot on business. We ran into Cyno as he was asking about some elderly... Some people say they saw him. Guess he stood out as an older guy heading into the desert alone with just a sumpter beast in tow, and that's gotta be one heck of a story there.
Cyno, it's okay if you can't tell us anything about the case. But let us know how we can support you. We're here to help however you need. The more people we have working on this, the quicker we'll be able to find the person you seek.
No, it's not that simple. If I'm right, he'll be doing everything he can to avoid us.
We spoke with Zaha Hadid. From what she said, it's pretty clear that he wants to try and solve this on his own. It won't be easy trying to find him in the desert when he's deliberately trying to cover his tracks.
Sounds like this is far more complex than we imagined.
Still, if he started from Caravan Rebot, the chances are that his route took him past our village. You may as well ask if anyone there has seen him.
My thanks to you both. Once this is resolved, I will find a way to repay you.
Come on. No need to get all serious. Just buy a round of drinks next time we're all...
That's a deal.
All right, so...
Yes, we'll handle it from here.
All right, then we'll leave you to it.
And don't think you'd be imposing.
Don't worry, we'll keep him out of trouble.
Cyno should count himself lucky that the Traveler and Tighnari got here when they did. What was he thinking, trying to play the lone hero?
The desert tests the character of all who enter it, and only those with wisdom and courage shall prevail. But take heart. With his companions by his side, no harm will come to Cyno.
Hold on. There's a few things I'd like to clear up.
Go.
So, after you left the campsite, we had a longer talk.
Clearly, we've only scratched the surface of the Temple of Silence question. It doesn't surprise me at all that the one in the academia is a fake.
Do you have any connection with the Temple of Silence?
I do. I trust you're all aware of the spirit that gives me my power. Hermanubis. Due to my unique constitution, I was put through a number of trials in the desert when I was younger. But my memory of that time is hazy. It's a good thing that Kaveh noticed the emblem on the letter. Without that, I don't know if we would have connected the dots. I did not recognize that symbol at all. Whether that's because I've never seen it, or because my memory fails me.
Yeah, you're right. Thank goodness for Kaveh, and for Alhaitham's diligence during his time as acting Grand Sage.
But Cyrus must have recognized it right away, right? Otherwise, he wouldn't have had any qualms about you reporting it.
I suspect so too. Professor has never once mentioned the Temple of Silence in conversation.
Well, speaking of avoiding things, you do realize, don't you, now that we've caught up with you, you're stuck with us for the rest of the way?
I am aware. Or rather, I don't see how I could manage to ditch you en route. So, I might as well accept that you're coming with me.
That's right. Fact is, we're coming with you whether you like it or not.
Fair enough. Then at least let me buy you a drink once we're back in the city.
Works for me. All right, off we go. Let's start by seeing what the guards here can tell us.
Hello.
Mahamatra Cyno?
I'm looking for someone.
A man matching that description passed by Aru village not too long ago. He stopped by to load up on food and water and feed his sumpter beast.
Where was he going?
Let me think. He took a seat by the entrance of the village for a while, and had a brief chat with the person who came to deliver the water. Do you have a map? I can mark out the direction he was heading and the best routes to any nearby oases.
I have one.
Great. There you go.
Thank you so much.
You've got a really good memory.
Ah, you're quite welcome. Best of luck.
Hold on. I see some people over there.
Do you think it's safe to ask them what they know?
Should be. I'll go.
No, I'll do it.
Huh? Why can't Cyno go talk to them?
Given my background, appearance, and the way I dress, I might not be the most welcome visitor here.
Ah, hello there. I hope I'm not interrupting. My friend and I are looking for an elderly man who's gone missing around these parts.
Oh, a missing person, huh? Sure. What do you want to know?
I'm just wondering if you've seen him. Let me give you the details.
So, a silver-haired guy in a long robe, culture type with thoughtful eyes, and he's traveling alone.
He'd stand out like a sore thumb around here.
Yeah, sounds like the kind of guy we'd remember if we saw him.
He's looking behind me.
Uh-oh.
Your friend over there stands out a lot, too. Hey, aren't you Cyno?
Yes, that's me.
You don't seem surprised that I recognized you.
It wouldn't be the first time.
Oh, you're the one looking for the old man who's gone missing.
I have a bad feeling about this guy.
Someone's on edge. You don't trust me much, do you? No need to hide it. I understand why you're wary of us. Still, you came to us asking for help. Do you want it or not?
I thought you were a group of merchants. Seems I was mistaken.
Your henchmen don't look like much, but something tells me they put up a better fight than most mercenary.
Hey! Hear that, guys? You're my henchman now.
Suits me, as long as I get paid for it.
Just cut to the chase already. I'm running out of patience.
All right. Come with me. All of you. Don't you want to find your friend? A silver-haired, long-robed, culture type with thoughtful eyes? Sounds like there's a whole other side to Cyrus I didn't know about.
So you know where he is?
Just follow me. And
what? Where are you looking? There's nothing.
please step back.
Whoa, something's coming out of the ground!
What is this enormous building doing here?
And how was it so well hidden?
Wait, so...
Is this the Temple of Silence?
All good questions. There'll be plenty of time to address them later.
This is not what Paimon was expecting to find in the desert, especially not hidden right next to an oasis. Oh, Paimon's scared. They must have kidnapped Cyrus. Do you think this is the guy Raka met in the tavern?
What's wrong? Thinking about your professor?
I just hope for your sake you haven't done anything you might regret.
Me too. Hope I haven't done anything to incur your wrath. All right. You can wait here for now. I'll inform our leader that you've arrived at the Temple of Silence.
So he's just gonna leave us here unattended?
They can't have been at the oasis by chance. They were waiting for us. Whoever the leader is here...
So this is the Temple of Silence. After leaving the rainforest, they hid themselves here?
Hey, look! That guy's coming back.
Don't worry. Someone will come and call for you soon.
What's your name?
Sorry, guess I was so delighted to see you. My name is Sethos. I'll be here if you need me, but I'm not planning on answering all of your questions. Other than that, you can occupy yourselves however you see fit.
So we're free to explore by ourselves?
Yep. I mean, I'm not worried about you running off. Cyrus is here. And unless I've misunderstood, you're all quite anxious to see him again.
He's right. Well, if we've got some time...
Hey, Sethos!
Sure. Although, I'm assuming by chat, you mean you have questions for me? I don't blame you. Not often. The Temple of Silence is a place of quiet and solitude. We don't get too many visitors. Yes, that was me. Although, tricked is a stretch. He was asking everyone in the tavern about ways to make some easy money. He insisted that nothing was off the table, even if it broke the law. So, I told him that Cyrus had embezzled a large sum of mora from the desert.
So you framed Cyrus for a crime that he did not commit?
No. That's not entirely true. Let me jog your memory. The letter just said that he had uncovered Cyrus's secret. It didn't say what secret that was. Of course, Uraka was a great accomplice, really. Very cooperative with a little bit of wine in him. Did exactly what he was told. And not much of an original thinker, though.
Why did Cyrus leave for the desert as soon as he received the letter?
You'll have to ask him that one yourself. All you need to know is that he recognized our emblem, and it was his own choice to take the bait. What kind of question is that? He's the General Mahamatra. Everyone in Sumeru knows who he is.
Right, but back at the Oasis, you can't have known who he was for sure, or you wouldn't have asked him. So, what we're really asking is, have you never seen him in person before?
I've lived in the desert my whole life. Guess you could say I've never had the pleasure.
Ugh, why does Paimon feel like this guy's not being straight with us?
Come on, we've only just met. If I give you all the answers up front, you'll have nothing left to look for. Nope.
Really?
I have no need to go there. Not when the taverns are full of the Urakas of this world. Besides, we're well aware of what goes on at that place. Spies? It's not as clandestine as that. The city gates are wide open. Anyone's free to walk in. You can find out all you need to know just by walking around town and hearing the word on the street. Mm-hmm.
Okay, some of them has left. I can finally talk after being silenced for how many minutes and losing the internet 2 times. Why? I don't know.
Imagined that the true Temple of Silence would be hidden somewhere like this.
Oh, this one's not
We've passed through
cutscene?
these parts before, but never noticed anything.
That's King Deshret's technology for you, I guess. It borders on the miraculous. Amazing to think that it's been preserved intact all this.
We should be wary of our hosts. Still, at this point, we can be
Ooh.
confident that the professor is safe and sound. So that's something.
That is true.
Ah, here yet.
He? That's a she! Wearing a dress, got breast. That face. Or did I misread it? Because it said H-E, not S-H-E. Oh. Was Cyno? Oh, dude, the fan in here. It's-
Grandfather, the person you wish to see is here.
Look, the microphone is even picking it up. Hold up. There we go. Now it doesn't pick up the air. Alright, hold up.
Well done, Sethos.
Grandfather, like,
Greetings, one and all. I am Ba Moon, the current leader of the Temple of Silence.
okay.
I know why you are here, and I thank you for your patience.
Professor!
Cyrus, are you...
Watch what you're doing!
Oh, my apologies.
Wait, what
We have
happened
no
here?
intention of causing you distress, but you must understand, Cyrus is of great importance to us. We had to find a way to bring him back to us.
Wait, was he the member here and then he quit so he goes to the school and
Cyrus owes me his life, and to the Temple of Silence, he owes a debt of gratitude. I let him go a long time ago, but...
I wanted to end my feud with this old bag of bones before you caught up with me. Just leave, Cyno. was a matter between us two old men.
So that's why you didn't want to report the letter. You'd made up your mind to come here from the beginning.
Some things in life catch up with you, no matter what you do.
Cyno didn't make us do anything. We came here for the same reason he did. To rescue you.
My secrets are secret for good reason.
You're afraid, aren't you? You can't bring yourself to speak of your past deeds to the students you nurtured as if they were your own children.
So what happened here?
You recognized our emblem because for many years you lived among us.
Among us?
Indeed, you all but became one of us.
Hmm?
You knew as soon as you saw the letter that we, not Uraka, were the ones speaking to you. It threatened you only because you know what you did. For you, Cyrus, are a traitor. You once shared your learning with us, and joined us in our mission to revive the might of Hermanubis, to bring new hope. But then, you betrayed us. You bargained for your independence with your past contributions. And then you
He's
left,
thinking.
taking with you Hermanubis' might and the wielder of his power. We both know what I said to you that day. That as the leader, I grant you permission to leave. But that one day, the sands of time will catch up with you. And when that day comes, you must pay the price you owe.
Dang, that was dramatic.
You really know how to hold a grudge.
Hermanubis' might?
Does he
Cyno?
know you?
Professor, anything to say?
The moon is right. I came here once before. He rescued me from the brink of death once, many years ago in the desert. When he learned that I was a scholar, he invited me to come here and revive the might of Hermanubis together. It was a great, daring plan, one shrouded in secrecy. The Temple of Silence had been bereft of Hermanubis for too long. Bamoon proposed that we implant bar fragments, shards of Hermanubis, into the bodies of suitable vessels. If the experiment was successful, the spirit of Hermanubis would then dwell within the vessel. Many believers volunteered themselves for the experiment. But we soon discovered that the bodies of grown adults could not withstand Hermanubis' power. In the end, Bamoon offered his own adoptive grandson. One other child was identified as a suitable vessel, and his parents agreed to release him into our custody in exchange for a small fortune. These two children were our only hope for hosting Hermanubis' power.
So Sethos was his hope, Cyno was this guy hope.
For many years, the Temple of Silence had been in possession of 2 Ba fragments from Hermanubis. As remnants of his raw power, they were exceedingly rare treasures. The test subjects were sent into a room that had been prepared for the ceremony, and instructed to approach the Ba fragments, whose power had been amplified. The original plan was for a 3-stage experiment: resonance, implantation, and recovery and observation. As the 2nd stage began, I realized a decision had to be made.
Damn.
Should we implant the fragments one at a time? This would allow us to monitor the results after the first round and adjust our plan accordingly. But as I was deliberating, both Ba fragments suddenly became active. Our 2 vessels had both displayed great promise by successfully resonating with the fragments to preserve our faith and our power.
Ultimately, I ended the experiment and left.
In recognition of your past contributions, I chose not to send someone to hunt down and kill you both. I have always wanted to see you, Cyno.
I see. So that's how I gained my power.
Look, in essence, I borrowed your bar fragment for a decade or so. And now you are seeking justice. But you cannot lift a finger against Cyno. He is the General Mahamatra!
I'm sure you don't remember anymore, dear Cyno, but you've met us all before. You and he, Sethos.
You were our final hope.
You'd like me to return my power?
As a follower of Hermanubis, I have allowed this power to remain in the rainforest for far too long. Now, it is time to reclaim it.
That power is not yours to reclaim.
You are wrong. Cyno was chosen, but he was not the only one.
So those are your terms for freeing the professor?
Despise me all you want.
Are we battling?
My sins are my own. The Temple of Silence is an innocent party.
So what you're saying is, the power of one Ba fragment is not enough? You're asking me to return the one in my possession, so it can be implanted in him instead?
Divine power causes great suffering to those who wield it. How do you know that Sethos would be able to withstand it?
He is no longer a small child. But regardless, this burden is ours to bear.
Both my heart and mind are telling me that what you are proposing is a terrible idea. However...
Don't listen to him, Cyno!
I know. But if this is a question of your freedom versus a fragment of power, then... there is nothing to debate.
Sorry to interrupt, but in my view, there are a number of contentions here that still need addressing. Say that Cyno refuses to return his power, and you also refuse to release Cyrus. Then, we are at an impasse. I find it hard to believe that you went to all this effort without planning for that possibility. You're trying to gauge where we stand while keeping your remaining cards close to your chest. Well, my stance is, put the rest of your cards on the table. Then we can have a discussion.
Wait, those ears. So, we have a descendant of the Valukashuna in our midst. Splendid! Everything we have longed for, Hermanubis will provide. Perhaps this very day we'll...
Why is he coughing so much?
Pamoon! Take our leader back to his room. Grandfather, I know what you wish to say. I don't like to drag out conversations. Had Cyrus not stopped the experiment all those years ago, the plan would most likely have been a success. Still, it's no use talking about what-ifs. I'm not like my grandfather. The Temple of Silence has a grand legacy and a sacred duty to fulfill. So it's somewhat inevitable for the leader to have an inflated sense of... But I see things a little differently. I don't believe the temple has the same stature that it once did, so I'm not going to force your hand. You're all free to leave. Except for Cyrus.
You have courage and wise judgment, kid. I truly wish that the temple would take an objective look at the academia of today. Things will only continue to improve.
If you hadn't betrayed my grandfather, I might well be open to persuasion.
Tighnari made a good point earlier. He said there has to be more to your plan than this. All you and Ba Moon are after is the Ba fragment. The professor will accept whatever fate you deem fit for him out of a sense of guilt. I am the one who has a choice to make. Ultimately, you want to trade the Ba fragment for the professor.
I'm glad to see you're giving it some serious
I won't forsake my professor. Nor do I intend to run from a problem that I must face sooner or later.
That works. Oh, my grandfather still has a fair few things he wants to say to Cyrus, so I'll be escorting him back now.
Are you sure about negotiating with him?
I need to think this through. Everyone, let's meet again later tonight.
Alright, well, don't put too much pressure on yourself, Cyno. If you need any help working things out, just come and find us.
I've taken some time to reflect on this. If I had to guess, Professor Cyrus came to the desert knowing that he would almost certainly never return. He's a stubborn man who tends to double down when he feels strongly about something. We won't get anywhere trying to convince him to escape.
I agree. My master Nephis says the same thing.
So that's one thing. You've heard all you need to hear about the Temple of Silence. So on that, my own memories of this place are hazy, though. Probably something to do with the overpowering presence of the Ba fragments. That might explain why I suffered from constant headaches and fevers as a child. I do remember having some fleeting moments of profound emotion when vague images would appear in my mind. I was still young then, and all I could understand was that there was a strong will inside my mind. Thinking back on it now, I suppose it was Hermanubis' way of trying to encourage me, even if we couldn't communicate. The power that came to inhabit my spirit was probably one of the cornerstones of their whole faith. So if the will and might of Hermanubis is a real, intangible thing, and they are its rightful worshippers, then...
You're not gonna give in to their demands, are you? Surely there has to be another way!
No. I have no intention of returning it. I need this power to protect Sumeru. But the temple has the right to make the final decision over its fate, since it belongs to one of the 7 pillars of King Deshret. So I will challenge them head-on, and win the right to wield this power for myself.
This reminds me of something Alhaitham mentioned to me just before we left. He said that the Temple of Silence was originally founded by the ruling elite of the day. Kaveh has made similar observations about the desert tribes from his work trips there. He says many of them have their own internal rules. They talk about the importance of never dishonoring their tribal bonds. I think we could turn that to our advantage.
Wow, and just like that, we've turned the tables on them!
Looks like we have the same idea. Turn it back on them now while we still can, in terms that they cannot refuse.
That's great. And I know just how to start the conversation. Let's go find Sethos. We'll tell him that I know a thing or two about medicine and would like to take a look at his grandfather's condition.
Sethos, let's talk.
Have you made up your mind?
We'll get to that, but first, I have some degree of medical training, so I was wondering if you might let me take a look at your grandfather?
I have no objections, although we do have our own doctors here.
Only one way to find out.
Follow me. Keep your voices down. We don't want to disturb him.
Let's talk outside. Bamoon has fallen into a deep coma, and his prognosis is quite grave. I'm sure that your physicians have come to the same conclusion. He appears to have sustained a serious injury in his youth, which has been exacerbated over the years by the heavy burden of work and now by the effects of old age. Regretfully, I must inform you that based on what I've seen with patients in a similar condition, he doesn't have long left.
Yeah. I've known for a long time.
You're his heir, aren't you? You clearly have a lot of respect for the man. But you also see things differently. So tell me how we can end this on your terms. Let's find a way to bring all this to a resolution while Bamoon is still alive to see it. That's what really matters to you. I know it.
Yeah, there's no time to waste here.
You know, the two of you are actually in a very similar predicament right now. both of you have a very different perspective from the men who raised you.
Right. And you didn't create this situation. They did, but...
You're right. We both look at this problem very differently than the people we inherited it from. I accept, Cyno. This all began because of Hermanubis. So let's end it with the rite he himself created. Legend has it that when Hermanubis first arrived in Tuletula, he sparred with the city's residents. He and his two companions proved their mettle by fighting over several days. That group of supporters were some of the first members of the Temple of Silence, and the sparring matches were enshrined as one of our founding rites, the rite of duels.
Sounds very fitting. I'm in.
As a fellow vessel of Hermanubis, your ties to the Temple of Silence run deep. So I will permit you to participate in this rite.
3 against 3. Sounds good.
However, I have some additional terms. As the challengers, you must win all 3 of your fights to win. Letting Cyrus leave with one of the Ba fragments was a mistake, made by my grandfather out of pity. It is a long-standing issue that must be addressed for the Temple of Silence to move forward.
None needed. We're on the same page. If I win, the Temple of Silence must release Cyrus. If you win, I'll return my power to you.
It's a deal. Then let's meet at the ceremonial hall tomorrow evening.
Okay, I'm trying to turn my mic. They turn on the fan again, which is very not good, or the word is annoying. So I've been muted the entire times. I hope I'm talking over the fan right now. But yeah, battle time. I'll mute my mic again.
There never was. Turning back hasn't been an option for me since...
You have to win. You need this power.
Yeah, that's right. Besides, it stayed with you ever since you were a small child.
Both as General Mahamatra and for myself. Yeah, when you put it that way. I've had to overcome a lot to tame this power and claim it for myself.
Exactly.
The Traveler and I will never lose.
And neither shall I. The desert was home to an ancient and great civilization that, for a variety of reasons, fell out with the civilization of the rainforest. It's just as Dia said. Prejudice has pushed people apart. But there must be personal factors at work here too. I can't shake the feeling that Bamoon cares for many more things than he lets on. And I don't think that Sethos is any kind of villain. Tomorrow.
Five-minute late, but hey, if that work, it work. Yeah, look, it's still the mic still catch up the fan. Alright, I mute my mic again. Battle begins.
We gather on this day to perform once more the rite of duels. This is our most sacred of ceremonies, representing the Temple of Silence.
Grandfather, you're here.
A rite of duels after all these years.
I know what I'm doing, Grandfather.
Representing the Academia, the Challenger.
Ready. We will fight to have our voices heard.
Warriors, take your positions and decide on the order of battle. We come not to debate what brings our challengers here, nor what will become of the defeated duelists. Duelists.
Alright, I really want to talk. I can't stay muted. Alright, we'll go first. I will talk through the freaking fans.
Huh? Are you sure?
Yep.
I agree. He's very strong. Sending him out first will definitely intimidate the opposing side.
Okay, then you're second.
Sure.
We have decided.
Alright.
So have we.
Alright, let's go. We have to win all the time.
Duelists of the first bout, please step forward.
Dull blade? Nah, I'm better than that. Leave it to me. Alright, I guess we could try solo unless the game forces us to play solo. Because I have like the whole team. What? What? Wait a second. Wait, that's not my traveler. Who's this? Come here.
A bit too much chatter from the audience over there.
Water. This is not my traveler. Oh, we're cornered. I'm being cornered. Ah. Did we win or is there more? Okay, we win.
Swift end to the first bout. I now invite the duelists of the second bout to, when you're both ready,
let's begin.
Oh, we're playing Tanari?
Watch out.
Oh, dude, I wish.
He drank plenty of water before the battle, so he should be fine.
Dude, I wish we could play as. Wait, are we gonna fight the what was it again? The Cethos guy with as a Cyno? That'd be so sick. Alright, so 2 wins? One last one.
Thus ends the second bout.
I'm ready.
So am I.
This is the final stage of the rite. When you're both ready.
Either with fire or is a cutscene.
I am Sethos. For many years, we have kept our covenant with Lord Hermanubis by guarding the secrets of King Deshret. We
Alright, go on.
sought Lord Hermanubis' wisdom and power. Now, I will fight to become the
4-star versus 5 stars.
I am Cyno, General
Yeah,
Mahamatra of
Mahamatra.
the Academia, student and
Do
successor
it.
of Cyrus, the Sage of Spantamad. I fight in defense of my power, and you. I think you left some things unsaid. This is a sacred duel.
And your Hermanubis is watching. Bare your soul.
Well, my grandfather is a wise leader.
I don't care who your grandfather is.
Back for too long. Times
Battle.
have changed. Then I thought of you, Cyno. Each Ba fragment of Hermanubis stands for something different. I once thought that the nature of our fragments must be what makes us so different from one another.
I am more than just a warrior.
Exactly.
Battle.
The name Hermanubis
How long is it for them to battle?
on both of us, shaped the course of our lives. So show me your answer, Cyno. Show me I can be more than my faith. Bring it on!
Cutscene? Battle? Oh, cutscene, okay.
That's all you've got. What happened is searching for your answer.
fight's over. Do you yield?
You won.
Well then, looks like you found your answer.
I give his glory to you.
I've seen that light. That is the light of our Lord, the great Hermanubis, priest over all other priests. His spirit dwells within that lightning, and his will lives on. Once a warrior of Tynar, he emerged from the barren desert sands to serve the god king Al-Ahmar. After the death of the god king, Hermanubis gathered his followers and the Tynarian priests and led them to the city of Tula. There, they founded the Temple of Silence, and from that day forth, we became stewards of all knowledge that survived from King Deshret's civilization. Barely a century passed before war ravaged the desert. One by one, Eremite leaders took up arms against each other in battles that would devour what little remained of their civilization. Only the wise city of Tula was spared under the guiding hand of the Tynarians. But peace did not last. Coveting the knowledge of King Deshret, the beasts set their eyes on Tula. The king of Gurabad laid siege to the city and ordered the sages to surrender to him the Temple of Silence as proof of his victory. The ruling elite colluded with their oppressors, betraying the temple so as to hold on to their rule over the city. They declared that the knowledge guarded by the temple was the true cause of corruption. These were dark days, and we faced enemies on all sides. Our Lord had long since exhausted his strength, keeping the forbidden knowledge introduced by King Deshret at bay. To ensure the temple's continued survival, he broke his being into many pieces and began the ceremony of Hermanubis' legacy, bestowing his power upon his mortal followers. With this power, the temple was able to defeat the tyrant's army. Yet, we were not hailed as heroes. Strange and unfamiliar as this power was, it struck fear into the people's hearts and drove them to reject us. In the end, the people of the temple and the Tula Tynarians left the city for good and made their way to the rainforest. What followed next was inevitable. The elite of Tula fell and were decimated. War engulfed the desert. And we wandered from place to place, always in hiding, all the while keeping close watch over our secrets and staying true to our mission. Betrayal forced us out of the desert and into the forest. Then mistrust drove us from the forest into the desert once more. We have lived in exile for far too long. Yet, today, the Temple of Silence has borne witness to the glory of Hermanubis once more. Thank you.
So he got the dub. got the full power.
How is it? Do you feel okay?
Grandfather.
Hey, Sethos.
I know.
I guess you were prepared for this.
Yeah. He's been on death's door for a very long time now. At least, he was able to see this chapter come to a close.
What's next for...
Per my grandfather's last wishes. The Temple of Silence should submit to whoever possesses the largest number of Hermanupis fragments.
But that's never going to work. As I'm sure you realize, I did foresee this possibility and I gave it some thought. The fact is, I know next to nothing about the staff, records, and environment here. Sethos, I believe the honor should go to you. Were it not for this duel, or indeed if you had other intentions, the Ba fragments would most likely be in your hands by now. I do.
Still, I didn't think Bamoon looked very surprised by the...
Well, in any case, since the Ba fragments are with me now, Sethos, I would like you to succeed Bamoon as the new leader of the Temple of Silence.
But doesn't that render everything that we've been through up to now?
No, it doesn't. This experience has allowed us to become friends. That's a much bigger deal than you might think, Sethos. You said yourself, times have changed.
I will try.
Actually, part of me wonders whether Bamoon's intentions from the very beginning was just to create enough pressure to force us towards a duel. That way, no matter who won, one of us would have to surrender our Ba fragment, and the power of Hermanubis would be concentrated in one single person. Had you won, the Temple of Silence would have doubled its strength, and were I to win, he correctly anticipated that I wouldn't suddenly drop everything to become the leader of the temple. He knew that the temple's future would depend not just on the guidance of Hermanubis, but the support of the academia too. His plan meant that whoever ended up succeeding him, they would have an easier time interacting with the academia.
And here I thought the General Mahamatra wouldn't care for all these trivial details. You're absolutely right. Thank you for everything, Cyno. The Temple of Silence has a wealth of information on King Deshret's civilization, but you must be exceedingly careful with your selection of candidates. By the way, Tighnari, my grandfather was so happy to see. The story goes that King Deshret chose the sage Hermanubis from among the Tighnarians. He went on to fight many valiant battles with his Tighnarian companions. The Tighnarians who left Tuletula joined their human counterparts in the rainforest. In all likelihood, those were your ancestors.
How fascinating.
I like this.
By the way, has anyone...
Yes. Cyrus.
If it's true that you and your grandfather really planned for everything to turn out this way...
Who knows?
Someone's got to make the decisions when history is at a crossroads. I will make a detailed report on all of this to Lesser Lord Kusanali, and arrange for an official delegation from the Academia to come and meet you in the desert. I'm sure you'll have lots to attend to in the days ahead. If we're going to work together, both sides have to get to know one another better.
I will. All right. Well...
See you soon. Come hang out with us anytime.
I guess that's it. Oh, I didn't mean to do that.
Grandfather, from this day on...
Alright, let's out of here. Where are we going? Back to the here. Oh, here. Oh, I almost clicked the wrong quest. So close to click on the wrong quest. Man. Where do I go? Oop. Just jump. Whee. Is this the entrance? It is the entrance. Nice. Alright, Cyno Remaster.
What were you thinking, gallivanting off into the desert alone at your age?
Oh, please, will you stop your yelling?
What do you mean, what other choice? A one-man suicide mission, hmm?
All right, all right.
I've got nothing more to say.
What do you mean, bag of bones? Okay, look. Fine,
1 month?
Inari's master is really laying into Cyrus.
Professor brought this on himself.
Wow, I haven't seen Master get this riled up in a long time. The last time he chewed someone out like this must have been back when I was still a student.
I think I'll go around and update everyone. Tell them the situation's resolved. We can go for dinner afterwards. My treat.
Makes sense. I'm in.
Hyman's coming too. Let's.
Hey, Kale.
I thought I saw Farzan as Kokomi for a moment.
You're back. Well, look who we have here. Would you mind explaining to me what has been going on this past few days?
All taking...
That does not answer my question. When you run into problems, you really ought to ask for help, you know?
Now would not be a good time to attempt to argue with Farzan.
You're right.
It's not the first time that I've had to talk to you about this sort of thing either.
Look at them.
That there are times when the right thing
Get out
to
of
do
here.
is get a more experienced member of staff involved. Do I make myself clear? Because if you don't...
Huh?
Kale, please do something.
He's giving me the signal. Alright, guess it's time to play my ace in the hole.
Hi, Azzy. Hello, welcome to the stream.
Say, Madam Farzan, I can see you're pretty upset. But,
Welcome,
I was
welcome.
just wondering, remember that time you offered to give me a tour of the academia? Huh? Oh, wait, did I hear that right? Kale, you remember?
Alright, get out of here. Go, go. Thank you, Kale. Appreciate it.
Poor Kale getting dragged off like that. Huh?
Kale, cup.
Huh? What? What do you mean, cup? You need a cup. Oh, it's nothing. Just Master's way of reminding me to stay hydrated while I'm out and about.
Is it run now?
For let's reconvene at the cafe. Tainari and I used it while we were in school.
That's kind of cool.
And it's become something of a family tradition.
Oh, that's kind of fun.
2 people left. Let's bring them along too.
Yeah, I still like that one sign. I just go, Kale, please do something. So can I teleport it to? Oh, I have to get out. Okay, fine. Fine. How have you been, Ozzy? How are you doing? Oh. And they're still talking.
You'd better start packing your things. Report for work first thing tomorrow.
What about my allowance?
Don't push your luck.
Hey, that...
Man, got to eat.
Am I hallucinating? Or do I see Kaveh and Al-Haytham engaged in...
Studying.
Studying?
The artifact? Almost 50 CV in the current. Oh, dang, nice. I just built Novelet just to like help me with artifact farm and stuff. I haven't even built them properly yet.
We're just reorganizing all the books we used.
There's no rush.
Nobody
reads
re-put
these books
anyway.
My sincere thanks.
Yes, with your help. We resolved the issue rather swiftly and painlessly.
Dun dun dun. And then that should be done.
The Temple of Silence resorted to rather unique means of self-preservation.
And it sounds like they managed to preserve a whole load of ancient documents as well.
That day will come. Now, as a token of my appreciation.
Sounds good.
Yeah, sounds great. Although after the last few days, I don't know if I can handle another coffee.
Sure.
I don't even drink coffee. Alright, cups. Where is the cups? Ooh, the quest is right there. I do not want to touch that, so I'm gonna go here. I didn't hit strong, especially with C2's for. Oh, dang! You're getting all the consolation then. I only see one these limited character. Most of them are C1. Even my favorite, Xiao and Yoimiya. The rest is, well, unlimited and a bunch of C's. A bunch of cons.
And then the Traveler just pounced on their opponent and knocked him right out cold. Then there was Tighnari. He put up an amazing fight too. We ended up winning all 3 bouts. Whoa. Part of me wishes I'd been there to see it, but I'd have been biting my nails off worrying about you guys.
A truly edifying account of
Oh, the
events.
event. Ooh.
Bereft of detail, but it has livened up the room all the same.
Hey, Paimon included all the juicy details. The Traveler just pounced and then waved their sword like this, then spun around and blocked.
Despite winning 3 bouts in a row, you still ceded the position of leader to him.
Of course. Being dignified comes with being a true champion.
I got to be a champion too for once. I've not sparred much with desert folk before. It was a pretty unique experience.
Venue, pretty impressive too.
Yeah, huge place. It felt like something.
You save her for a while. And... Oh.
Imagine this. It was like there was.
Maybe save that one for later, Paimon.
Save a long while skipping character. Eee, rerun? Ah, I see.
I think that'll do me for today.
Shall we stop off at the House of Dana again before heading home?
My thoughts exactly. See you around.
Alright, see you two.
I should get going as well. See you all later.
I need to go say thanks to the Core 30 for their help.
Nice.
Also, Sir Nephis says he wanted to introduce me to some of the Academia's work processes.
Kali's come a long way. She's much more confident at dealing with other people these days.
Everyone's a work in progress. You never.
Yeah, true.
Well, at least now Cyno is stronger. Way stronger than he before. And the tongue. Oh wait, not yet. It's loading. It's not the tongue yet. Did you use the best consolation stop? Oh. I never read consolation anyway, so.
Feels like everything's finally wrapped up now. Life is all about these moments when you can finally
Relax
and hang out with good friends after a job well done.
Let's come back again sometime.
Do you 3 have anything planned for the rest of the day? If not, would you come somewhere with me?
Sure.
That's a secret for now.
Okay. I think I can guess what you're talking about.
Well, now Paimon's curious.
So it's not the tongue yet, there's more. Oh crap. Ah, teleport, okay. I don't read constellations, so I'm like, yeah, I don't know, man. But yeah, that's good, that's good. I think I got New Valette, and then I won the 50-50 for her as well. Which is a pretty neat... Thought I died.
Been a while since I last made my way up. Need any help?
I'm actually a tree climbing champion. I don't want to test maybe.
That's a nice spot, isn't it?
What a great view! We're so high up.
Traveler.
Yeah.
Turn around.
What's around? Oh dang, that look good. Beautiful.
This is my secret base. Somewhere I only bring my best friends.
Awesome.
When I was a student, I used to slip away and climb up here all the time, just to clear my head. Back then, I had a lot of the same questions that Sethos was asking. Who am I? Why do I have this power? Our gifts help us to find our rightful place in the world.
As long as the human of his power endured.
You two really are like brothers.
I feel the same way. Of course.
Look at that face, this mugging.
To the facts.
I still remember one time when we came up here to chat and do our homework. Cyno accidentally dropped a fruit. Luckily, he has fast reflexes, so he caught it just in time.
That was the one and only time. Nothing will ever slip through my fingers again.
Those were good times. I kind of miss the student life.
I know. I am in one right now.
Paimon really shouldn't be able to imagine Cyno doing something like that, but for some strange reason, the mental image is coming through clear as day.
Then make it stop. There's somebody there. You guys carry on without me.
Okay.
I'll be right back.
The first thing I did when the update came out was to get the new world level, yes, the new max
Okay.
one. Oh! All right. Oh, wow, he was fast.
Hey, you're not supposed.
Yeah. That's a new world ascension. I totally forgot about it. But ooh. Surrender. Go to Professor. Surrender.
Oh my days.
Professor, what are you muttering to yourself about?
I just want to finish these first,
Just
and
the
then the
man I'm
world
looking
boss.
for. Guess what I found in some old notebook.
Some old
Oh, look at
photos.
that. It's them when they were young.
Can you believe it? This notebook was just sitting in a pile of odds and ends in the sage's office. I must have forgotten to take it with me, and no one's touched it since. I was at the academia earlier to discuss my workload with Nephis. Well, time flies. Look how tiny you are in this picture.
You look quite young yourself in that one. Ah, it's this one. I remember that.
Yep. Looks like her work, all right. Who else could have found just the right angle to make me look so unbelievably hideous?
And this one.
Oh, cheeky girl.
Is there something you'd like to say to me, Professor?
Like what? Like, these are good photos, aren't they? Hey, at moments like this, I hardly know where to begin. I can't pretend I'm a good person. Bamoon had every reason to despise me.
Don't be ridiculous, you old codger.
Is that not what you wanted me to say? Oh, I've dreamt of that place many times after leaving the desert. Oh, it was one of the happiest times of my life. You've matured so much over the years, Cyno.
Since you're my professor, I should save you some face by not calling you out on all the non-answers you just gave.
Good thinking. Take your own advice next time. Seriously, why bully an old man like me? I thought, hey, wait, how did I not notice this one earlier?
Lisa strikes again.
Look how cute you were when you were little. I remember how well-mannered you were back then, too.
Yeah, and look how serious and professional you used to be.
Oh, I can't compete with you anymore. First you get better than me at the deadpan jokes, and now you're besting me at those little quips too.
That's how he got the dad jokes from.
Don't say that.
That's more like it. Hey, what would you say to meeting up with Lisa again some?
I'd like that. Let's find a time and pay her a visit in Mondstadt.
All right, I'll add it to my schedule. Wait, no. Next week is the tomato growing competition. I have got to beat Zaha Hadid.
Or you could find a real hobby.
And Oathkeeper is complete. Boom.
Time has passed too quickly, but it turns out grown-up kids are no use. When Nephis comes after me, oh, that boy.
Great view today. This atmosphere calls for a joke out of left field, to catch the listener unaware.
Alright, before anything though, I was trying to continue with Sisween, but since we have a bunch of stuff here, which is, what is this again? Daily commissions. We gotta do that, because we got new characters. Let's see if I win 50-50 though. But yeah, we're getting a lot of gift this patch, and yeah, a lot of wish. But I have to catch up because, you know, I haven't touched all these story quests. So I need to, you know, do this as quick as possible. Oh, have you got Emily? I also won 50-50 for Emily. I got Sijuin, and then after that I somehow got Emily after 76 pity, I believe. So I was wondering if you get the same. What was this quest again? Up here? Yep. Alright, where's the light? No, don't switch my camera. Alright, come on, let's catch up with this fish. Or jellyfish. 2 down. There's one more here. I skip her because I didn't really like her playstyle nor the burning element. Ah, I see. Man, a lot of people hate her, or because of Natlin. I don't know. Some people said her design sucks. Some people said that they're waiting for Natlin. So, oh, a lot of people skip. But I don't feel like their design is that bad. Where is this again? Can I go down here? I can. Yeah, so now I got a 50-50. So no guarantee for me. Alright, where's this quest? On the other side? I mean, we skipped for another reason too, because I like saving for rerun character. Who are you saving for? More constellations? For me, I never save for cons at all. I just want to collect characters. I mean, true that when you collect constellation, they're stronger, way stronger. But like, who knows? Does he give me an achievement? No achievement? This is the first time I'm trying to do 3 of this for this daily commissions. Alright, let's go here. To claim this. Sorry,
Thank
Catherine.
you for completing today's commissions.
Okay, I'm gonna let her
Here's your
finish the
reward.
sentence. Okay. And then mine 10 items. Do I have 10 items? There should be here. I got Kave as a claymore. Possibly Nuvolette weapons is to make it easier to get the signature weapon off weapon banner. Also Pirate Archons. Ah. Oh yeah, a lot of people is waiting for her. Me? I don't mind though, because if I fail her, then I'll get the Archons. But if I got her, then it's another 50-50 for the Archons. That's 1. That's 2. Kave, I need you to hit that's 3. 4, 5. Kave, please. 6. Kave. 7. 8. Nope. Mondstadt here. Nuvolette weapon, eh? Apparently I have a friend of mine who's also a fan of Nuvolette. After he got Nuvolette, he stopped touching Genshin. Yeah, like, I had Nuvolette, that's all I need, and then he just left. Alright, let's do this. 122. Ooh, not enough. Alright, who do I want to level up? I already have 4 of the 5 currently available Archon. Venti is the only card. Dang! You know, I want Venti to be my first Archon, because he's Animo. I like Animo. I think I only have 2. A, and then Farina. Yeah, only 2 Archons. No Zhongli, No ventees. Ugh. Just 2 Archons. No Nahida too. Alright, wait. Let me look for the people I want to upgrade with these boss. Okay, Ching. Oh, it's already did. Sucrose? Already have enough. Farzan? Already have enough. Shoo. I don't really have a use for him right now because it's just Zuha. Nah, I mean, people do that because they have, you know, like they play, they already need enough. For me, I just collect characters, so I want him. Who else? Layla? Okay, Layla. Oh wait, no. Kaya, Duck, and yeah, let's do this because Diona and Kaya are both good. I could upgrade them to be my support. Sitting there collecting dust and resources. I see, I see. Yeah, I just like collecting characters. Just play like a normal styles. I don't need to be super strong, so that's why you see I have so many characters, and most of them are level 90s. Look at this, 90, 80, 90, or 80. Most of them are 80, and then from down here is 79. I got Emily and Daya recently, so. Daya I got from the invite, so it's, yeah. So these Hazel, I don't want to upgrade him for some reason. I just want him to be level 1, but to be super strong, like a strong level 1 character. So I never touch Hazel, but the rest level 80 above. Alright, let's punch these guys. Miss me. He's good at sucking small enemy. Keza is better when it comes to bigger. Oh, I see. Yeah, that's true. Alright, bye-bye now, boss. Give me a moment, though. Alright, I got the chat on the PC now because I was using my phone as my second monitor.
Really bring the Knights of Favonius with you next time.
But my phone's dying. Alright, so both of these two we need 20, so I need one more? One more. Okay. Do I upgrade Layla or Xiangling? Xiangling is good, but I already have enough, so. Farina, I guess? I haven't even built her yet. Yeah, did not build her at all. Alright, oh, I already have enough. Okay. Who do I want to upgrade? The levels, since I don't care about strong or not. Candace? Oh wait, Candace is the same as Farzan, but I use Xiao, so okay, Candace, you late. I guess this one. Layla, let's help. Oh my, how do I get in there? How am I supposed to get in there? Down here? In there? Another wow. I need to fight the boss, please. In there? Is this what the boss is? How the heck do I get into that boss? I think by the time I find out where to get in from there, the ice boss has already respawned. Was it there? Oh, was it this one? Oops. This looked like a way in. Oh, this might be the one. Yeah. Found you, you flying birds. Machine birds. Bird machines. Alright, maybe after this I'll stop the stream for a moment and do all my other chores and I'll be back with the stream. I think it's morning for you, right? So you should be around. It should be around.
Just like we rehearsed.
Ow! I'm too lazy to switch team, so I just use this team anyway. Ow!
Hold the line. Fallen Emma, help! Fly! By royal decree.
Retributions! Oh, you down. No, oh, my colleague. Oh, no, never mind. It's just one anyway. Okay, it's around afternoon for me. Like, in the late afternoon. Oh! Wait, so we have the same time zone then? Because it's also like afternoon, like 6, around 6. Okay, I need a crit damage. Alright, I need to use it on some kind of artifacts. You? That's the worst artifact. I might get rid of that. Yeah, I'll get rid of that for different artifacts. Alright, speaking of artifact, let's look for one right now. So then the next time if I fight the bosses, I know which one to use on. Ooh. Yeah, let's want to use this one. Alright, before that though, where's the one? Where's the terrible, terrible artifacts? Was that a flower? It was a flower, right? Was it this one? It was this one. Alright, let's use that one with a bunch of 4-star. What? No more 4-star? Oh, no more. Okay, let's just use it. Oh, okay. I have to get rid of you too. That is stinky doo-doo. And then this one. Was it this one? Yeah, it was this one. Because I need one more anyway. I don't know why, but I'm just taking this. Oh, I damaged my Kokomi. Stinky doo-doo. Hello there, flowers. Ow. Ow. Ooh, not today.
Allow me.
Boom, boom, and boom. Call it, finish it off. Alright, let's just do it. I don't know what my pity is at right now. Oh, I have 40 of these. I could either use this on a sword or... Nah, Beta's a 4-star easily. I could just get her easy. I guess I could use it for these weapons. They look good. Wait, this is a base attack. Okay, and this one's also the same thing. Most of them are crit stuff. Wait, why do they have the same stat? They have the same stat. They're giving crit too. That's not that bad. Ooh, not enough. Alright, let's go here and get our stuff. And then I'll be out of here. And then I guess I'll be back after.
This realm is... If you ever...
I still need 6 quests more to go. Or 4. 4 quests? No, I have actually a lot of quests. Like, a lot of quests to go. That had gone for 3 months, and look how many I missed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Was any of those 2 was in here? This one? Yep, that's okay. And then...
Wow! I can join the team?
What is this? Is this a quest? It's an event. What? I don't know. Okay, let's just count that as well. Yeah, look, that's time.
Wow!
I don't know, I have so many quests to catch up with. That's why I'm trying to finish. I had already finished 2 today. I would have finished 3 or 4. But I got busy things. I had this left for an hour. So yeah, after this, maybe we're trying to finish 2 after tonight. And then tomorrow, I'm not sure tomorrow. Because tomorrow I am very busy. But yeah, I'll be out for now. And I'll see you in the after run. Let me see if this still work. Does it still work? I'm not here. Oh, it still work. Alright, I don't need a chair on this one. Do I need a chair? Do I even have a chair? I do. But do I need it? No, I don't think so. Anyway, see you guys in the